Good absolute Monday morning to all of my YouTube Alicious fans. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend this weekend. It turned out to be a really nice weekend. Lots of sun, lots of friends and family, and things were good, so I hope that you guys had a fantastic weekend also. A couple of things I wanted to touch on this morning. One being, man, we are close to 10,000 subscribers, and that's awesome. So that means that the giveaway is going to be soon, and as soon as we reach 10,000 subscribers, I'll go onto my subscriber list, and I'll go on to random.org, and I'll create a giveaway number, and it'll be based off of just random whomever is subscribed to me on my list. And if you guys just so happen to be one of them, then that's great. One thing I wanted to mention, that if you are outside of Canada, I will still ship to you. That's not a problem, but I don't want to be covering the shipping costs to Australia for a 15-pound box, because as you can imagine, I'm sure that's very, very, very expensive. So I don't mind giving away the product as long as you guys are okay with paying for shipping outside of Canada. For me to ship a 15-pound box within Canada costs around $15 to $20 Canadian, and if I'm shipping it outside Canada, it ends up costing over $100 somewhere in America. And if I'm shipping it to somewhere like Australia, like some of you guys have been asking, yeah, real expensive. So the giveaway is still going to be available, and that means what will happen is if someone wins the prize from outside of Canada, say somewhere in the UK or in Australia, or I even got people who are watching from Japan. If you win from outside of Canada and you're not willing to pay for shipping, what I'll end up doing is, I got a little smudge on my camera there. There we go. What I'll end up doing is redoing the draw. I think that's going to be the best option. Maybe you guys can give me a heads up on what you think about that. But, you know, I like to give away shit, and it's going to continue on. So 10,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. And as the subscriber list gets bigger, the better the prizes are going to be. And I'm not sure if you guys have previously watched any of the videos from before, but I've actually put a big pile of stuff in the back here, which I'll show you again right now, just so you guys can see. You have an option. It's not like one prize. You guys can pick what you want out of this pile of stuff right here. So I mean, there's, like, you know, Bluetooth adapters, there's, you know, amplifiers, there's this stuff is not in the list here. We'll put that over there. You don't want a GMOS module. You can do, you know, like a Kenwood Bluetooth amplifier, an Audison SR1DK amplifier. You could do a JL 12-inch T3 woofer. You could do a Panasonic flip-down DVD monitor. You can do, you know, a JVC 4-channel, a Hertz 5-channel amplifier, an SR2 power amplifier, a Pioneer TSW3 04D4 12-inch woofer. That's going to be, I think, the list there, guys. So you guys can pick from that stuff, and you can pick any one of that stuff if you want to win. And if you win, I'll ship that shit to you all day long. So anyhow, that was just one thing I wanted to talk about. The other thing I wanted to talk about that I've been thinking about a lot over the weekend is this bay. This bay has been empty long enough, and I think that it's time to either rent it out to somebody or do something really productive with it. Chris helped me put that drain in there on the floor a long time ago. You can watch one of my videos. It's in the past video playlist there if you guys want to see that. We basically just concreted that sucker into place, and you guys are welcome to watch that on the vlog. But you know, my boat, I gotta start working on that. There's an Austin Mini still sitting beside my boat over there, and it's time for me to do something with this bay. I had the potential of somebody coming in here who did vinyl wrapping, but the guy never got back to me. And you know, it's not as quintessential that I rent this bay out to somebody. It's not like a huge deal to me if I rent this bay out or not. It's just that it doesn't get used. So, you know, it's being used for storage right now, and, you know, being in business, it's not really cost effective to have a completely empty bay here. And, you know, I could use the income for other stuff, right? Like better prizes for you guys on the giveaways or something like that anyhow. But maybe you guys can give me your thoughts on what you think of what I should do with this bay. You know, I think that the best thing to be here would be a detailer like I had here. There's a long story behind that. You can actually watch previous, again, videos about why the detailer isn't here anymore. But to give you a breakdown, the person that was here wasn't professional, didn't want to operate a business the way that they should be operated. And, you know, I can't have that type of people associated with my business, right? So, anyhow, let me know what you think in the comments, what I should do with the bay, and what you guys think I should do with it. So this morning I've got to go down to Kenworth Trucks, and I've got to install a deck into a 2012 something or other, yeah, today's gonna be a relatively short day, so I'm gonna get as much clips as I possibly can, but I gotta get some tools together, and then I gotta fly out the door. So I've already started getting my tools here. So I'm gonna grab, you know, just some basic stuff. Fairly on a drilly. Got some snippy rippies. Got a knife, panel pry tool. Got my wire strippers there. Obviously my good old trusty hockey tape, Tessa tape, electrical tape. What else? Soldering iron, obviously. Got to bring a soldering iron with me. And that should be pretty much about it. That should be all I really need. So I'm gonna gather up all this stuff, and I'm gonna go down to Kenworth and see what's up. I got a slightly busy day today. I've got a 2015 Jeep Wrangler that needs, we sold them on a JL sub-amp package, and yeah. Oh, I also want to make mention to Tom. Sorry I'm not wearing your shirt today. I'm still wearing my Array Marine shirts as usual. I do have the Shirt Bakery, the people who make Chris's shirts, on tap, I guess. I messaged them, see what they say. I'd like them to start making me shirts and decals and that kind of thing, so you guys can go ahead and order that stuff online, and you can rock Carphonics anywhere in the world, right? That'd be great. So I'm going to get the Shirt Bakery on that, but I wanted to apologize to Tom for not wearing his shirt. If you guys have an opportunity to check out his channel, it's Cluster Suicide Headache on YouTube. He makes really positive videos about kind of getting through your day, and, you know, does automotive stuff as well, and really entertaining guy. I've had the chance to get to know him personally, and he's turned into a really good friend. So give his channel a big thumbs up and a like if you could, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Also, before I head off, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering what's going on with Shifty here. I have a whole week planned out with this thing. Today, Damien's off. He's taking today off, so I wasn't even supposed to be working today, but we are going to be working on this thing this week. I promise you guys we're going to start tearing into this thing and getting the interior ripped out, and getting the carpets mounted, and getting the engine bay cleaned up, and getting all of his lights wired up. Just, it may not happen today. So just be patient with me. Yeah, I just want to give you guys an update on that. So. Alright guys, so I'm here at the Kenworth dealership. As you can see, lots of Kenworth trucks around. I'm going to grab my tools, and I grabbed that deck that I gave him last week because he didn't end up using it in the truck that he's got there. So I'm going to grab my tools here, and I've got the deck here. So I'm going to go ahead and head inside and get started. So this is the truck we're working on today, guys. Just a used truck for Andrew. I'm trying to keep quiet because I'm inside their shop, but they got a lot of stuff going on here today. So I'm going to head inside this thing and get this deck installed. So one of the big first processes of getting this deck out of the dash is to remove this trim bezel here, and that'll go all the way around here. So I'll get that popped off, and then I'll usually install my Bluetooth mic somewhere in that location there, and that way they'll have Bluetooth in this thing too. It's not a sleeper cab like I usually work on, just a little shorty here, but yeah, we'll get this old Panasonic biatch out of there and start installing the Kenwood. So I got the trim bezel taken off here, fairly simplistic there, just unclips, and the deck's on its way out here. It's a little bit of a snug fit, but she'll come out there, maybe one-handed, we'll have to see. Check this bad boy out. Boom. Alright, so it's again fairly simplistic. We got a basic wiring harness here and just an antenna lead there, and we'll go ahead and remove all this, including the cage, and start wiring up our aftermarket deck. Alright, so I've got my harness all done up here, and that's ready to go in. I got my Kenwood cage, that's going to go in the hole there, and then we're going to go ahead and mount our Bluetooth mic. So a series of Phillips screws will get all these panels off here, including this one here, and again, I don't just take them all the way off, I just kind of let them dangle there. I got my Bluetooth mic up there, and that's already ran, and now I'm just working on getting the wire from here through here and then up to the head unit there, guys. So we'll go ahead and get that done, throw all of this back together, and I'll show you the working product. Alright, so those screws are back in, and now we're going to go ahead and mount up our cage and get the head unit installed. Okay, so we'll give it a little test here and just turn our ignition on and make sure we're getting power like we should be. And it looks like we are, so that's good. Alright guys, so that wraps up another install there on this Kenworth truck, and I gotta gather up my tools and head back to the shop, so I'll see you there. Alright guys, so we've got a JL Audio subwoofer and JX250.1 and a T-Spec amplifier installation kit going into this Jeep here, guys, and it's going to be going off the factory head unit. We're going to install the amplifier in the back location here behind the spare tire in the floor. It's going to mount the amplifier down in here nicely for him, it'll covered up for him too, and then install a bass control knob up front so that way he can have full control over the woofer independently of the head unit. So we're going to go ahead and do that and get started, and I'll get back at you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start by removing the battery and getting our power cable ran, which is going to go through the battery box. We've shown you guys our little trick there in our previous videos about how to do that. They have a bunch of aftermarket lights and so on this car, so we're going to have to compete with all of this, but removing the battery isn't such a big deal. A couple 10 mils there, and the battery should pop out. So our battery is out here, and we're going to go ahead and notch out this area of the battery box, which is outlined in right there. If you guys can see that, not sure if you guys can see that or not, hopefully you can, but that little area down there is going to get notched out, and then right behind it there's a grommet, so I'll be able to put my wire directly through there. So you need a die grinder tool just like this, hook it up to your air line, and we'll go ahead and get started. So as you can see there, guys, there's a grommet right behind there, and instead of running the wire all the way across there and just adding to this mess, the best way to do it is to just notch out the battery box there and run it through that factory grommet. All right, so I threw a little bit of lithium grease there on the grommet, and I've got my my fish tool here, and I've already located it on the inside of the vehicle, so I'm going to go ahead now and pull it all through. So, contrary to what I would normally believe, I would like to, you know, tidy up all of this wiring that is here. I know you guys are going to make a comment about that, but generally speaking, I would clean up all of this, but unfortunately I would need to remove most of it in order to kind of start from scratch and get it looking somewhat decent. But in the meantime, I have gotten the battery back in the hole, reinstalled it, and have all my wires nicely loomed up here and looking as good as it can. And yeah, so Tom from Clusterhead Survivor online has messaged me and told me he's on his way here with his Chevy Malibu, which is pretty awesome. And he's been making mention to this me for the last week or so, telling me he'd be dropping by. And yeah, this thing's pretty sick, so I'll give you guys a little view of this thing.
Get thicker glasses, man.
Yeah, get thicker glasses. It's a really nice looking car. Nice paint job on there. You got the SS stickers there, the more door. Yeah, right on. I didn't know these little windows popped out like that. That's kind of cool.
The windows don't roll down.
Oh, they don't?
Well, look at the size of the glass. Look at the door.
It doesn't roll down? Isn't that weird, guys? You'd think that it would, but I guess it doesn't. So they give you this little window here
so
to
everybody in the back can suffocate.
Yeah, got all the stickers in the back there. Zero Fox. Yeah, all the stickers back here. Where's my sticker on it?
I told you I lost it.
Ah, for crying out loud!
I'll pop it on.
All right, cool. This thing's pretty freaking awesome, boys. Check out the rims on that. Oh yeah, nice paint job. It's got a nice reflection type metallic going on.
Got gold sparkle in it.
Got the sparkles, the sparkle.
So shiny.
The green interior is a nice touch too.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool. Look at that old freaking Kenwood radio from back in the day, guys. Yeah, right on. It's got the glove box all signed up there. Pretty cool.
Autographs on there.
I don't know. Whose autographs on there? Let's check that out. Oh shit, eh?
George Garris. He made the Batmobile and a bunch of other TV show cars. Gene Wilder.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. There's
Cool.
Courtney Hanson from Overhauling, and Linda Vaughn, which is Miss Hurst.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Let's check out under the hood of this thing.
This is when they killed horsepower.
Yeah.
305 tower power.
Oh yeah, turbo fire.
Yeah, 110 horsepower.
Jeez Louise.
Maybe downhill with the wind pushing 111. Well, the skinny guy was driving.
Yeah, when the skinny guy was driving
Guy
it.
like me.
It's in really good shape though. Nice and clean. Right on. Beautiful car. Got the big SS badge there.
Super slow.
Super slow.
Yeah. Can't get out of its own way.
Right on. All right, guys, I'm gonna get back to work here. Wire inside. The next step here is to, there's a pack of secrets on the ground there. The next step is to take off all of this side paneling here and get the wires ran to the back there. But before we do that, we gotta get the head unit out and do our line in for the amplifier, and then put that all back together. And there's some switch power here, which we'll be able to use. As you can see, there's a key on it, so I'll be able to use that to turn our amp on and off. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. My base control knob mounted all right there nicely, so that way he has full access to that really easily. And then I've got my my line in wires here that I've already wrapped up along with my remote wire. I'm just now working on getting my base control knob wiring kind of set in the dash. And then ran alongside of the power cable here. Alright, so I've got all the wiring behind the head unit done. I kind of skipped past that. It's a really busy day today. All my wires are ran down here, and everything's kind of scooting along the door sill. And I got to reassemble all of that there. But Tom's on his way out of here, so I'd figure I'd get a startup clip of this thing. See how this thing starts up. See how she sounds.
You want to hear this thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I do. See how this thing sounds. She's quiet, boys. She's quiet.
305.
Yeah. Low and slow.
Oh yeah, slow is all right. Slow like me. I rode the short bus to school.
All right,
wore
guys.
a helmet, didn't ride a bike.
All right, guys. If you guys get an opportunity, make sure you check out his channel. It's Cluster Headache, Suicide Headache on YouTube, and I'll try to put a link in the description for you. So, take care, Tom. See you, buddy. So we've got everything ran back here now. All the cables are ran. I've got the cables kind of hanging out here. I got the box for the amplifier out. I need to drill a couple of holes in the side of it thing here so I can get the cables ran through, do my ground, and wire this baby up. And that's how a ground should be done. If your ground looks any different than that, you should probably be questioning your installer. So our amplifier is all nicely hooked up here, and it's been mounted down. So I just need to grab the woofer, put the woofer there, which is over there on the bench, and give this thing a test and tune. Of course, hook up the battery. Alright, so that concludes the install on this Jeep, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. Nice clean install, ended up turning out really well. Got the subwoofer and the little travel tray area all back into the truck here. Wires are nice on the side of the woofer there, and if the customer ever so chooses to lift this up, they can look inside there and see the amplifier, which is nicely hidden away. And no, it's not gonna get hot enough for it to cut in and out on them. So another one done, guys. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing to my videos. I really do appreciate that quite a bit. We are getting so close to 10,000K, guys. Keep subscribing, keep on liking, and I'll keep on making videos for you. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have yourself a fantastic day. Take care. Carphonics signing out.